What we're doing today, first of all, there's going to be a 10-minute presentation. So you have been called back by the company for a second visit after having given your full presentation yesterday. They have asked you to speak only about the ethical aspects of the problem and to explain why your solution successfully handles any ethical issues. You will have 10 minutes. There will be no Q&A. You may not use slides or video. You probably don't want to have more than 2 or 3 members of your team do this. So take it away, team.
As an Amazon board of director, what does an ethical work environment look like to you? Does it include employees urinating in bottles? Does it produce frequent serious injuries? Does it mean making the health employees even more vulnerable during the pandemic? This is what it is like to work at Amazon. Amazon's rampant ethical violations disregard basic human rights promoted by the United Nations and idealized in their Sustainable Development Goals. Specifically, Amazon violates the goal number 8, which encourages inclusive, sustainable labor practices. Card Momentum Consulting identifies unhealthy work environment and the inappropriate use of labor tracking software at the warehouses as the major ethical problems regarding Amazon's business practices. On the warehouse floor, Amazon workers are required to wear wristbands that track their every moment. The collected data is used to calculate an individual's productivity. However, the software tracks far beyond traditional productivity metrics. For example, it tracks when a worker uses a bathroom and the number of times one scratches their hands. Amazon knowingly records and stores this superfluous personal data and falsely claims that such data is required for accurate productivity metrics. However, numerous studies and competitors' practices disprove this claim. Furthermore, Amazon's productivity standards for the warehouse workers are overly high and unrealistic. A scanner has to inspect and scan 1,800 packages every hour with a mandated rate of 30 boxes a minute. Package handlers are required to pack 700 items every hour. When workers fall behind these requirements, the tracking software sends a warning message or even terminate their employment without any human oversight at all. The tracking system is like a machine that only sees numbers and not the people. Because the fulfillment demands are so high, workers are forced to forego their bathroom and lunch breaks. And we know that Amazon is aware of these violations. In fact, earlier this week, Amazon representatives admitted that workers often had to urinate in bottles. It was also revealed that Amazon knowingly fired outspoken workers illegally, who criticized its impact on climate change and for not protecting warehouse workers from COVID. Moreover, a recent report suggests that Amazon has been violating the California paid sick leave law for preventing the spread of coronavirus by not paying for workers who were not able to work due to COVID-19. Throughout the year, a wide range of media also highlighted numerous investigations and lawsuits regarding the missed breaks and inhumane treatment of workers. Statistics clearly indicate that such unethical practices at the warehouses. The labor turnover rate at Amazon is above 100%, which means that there are more workers leaving Amazon than the number of new employees being hired at Amazon. The serious injury rate at Amazon is 9%, which is 3 times the national warehouse industry average rate. With such a pressuring work environment, we cannot say that the labor practices and the productivity growth at Amazon are ethical.
It is important to address these issues, not only to protect the workers and provide a safe work environment, but also to boost the productivity of workers and improve Amazon's public image on the whole. The current practices at these warehouses are threatening workers to meet the demand rather than incentivizing and motivating workers to do well. Such inhumane, unethical, and unsafe work environments are not attractive for workers, which is why more and more employees are leaving the company than joining, and which is also why Amazon is infamous for its hire and fire reputation. The result of all of this is a decline in the overall productivity of their workers, which is not only detrimental to the company, but the employment status of these employees. Additionally, consumers and investors are all aware of the unethical standards at the warehouses, which may result in foregone revenues in the long run, despite the current volume of sales that Amazon has. Providing a safe work environment, humane treatment of workers, and positive messages instead of negative ones will boost their productivity, the public reputation of Amazon, and lower their turnover costs for the company on the whole. Just this morning, there was an article published by NBC News about how Amazon employees in Alabama plan to unionize, but ended up voting not to. This is not only concerning for employees, but the company itself. I didn't have to seek out this article, but it came to me more than 3 times through different news apps on my phone. With such negative press, Amazon needs to do much more to rehabilitate their image, as well as improve the working lives of their employees. We know that Amazon is aware of these issues due to the signs posted in their bathrooms, which entail anti-union messaging rather than resources that could benefit their employees not only in their professional life, but in their home life as well. This is not only concerning for the company, but the overall safety of the employees as well. Along with this, we know the issues that plague Amazon are not local and are not isolated. Rather, these issues are systemic in nature. From workers having to skip bathroom breaks in warehouses to the risk of injury rate being 3 times higher than other corporations. Moving on, even outside the warehouses, delivery drivers have also been known to be required to use the bathroom in bottles or bags and in non-humane settings. This shows that Amazon has a lack of commitment to ethical standards, and if they are to rehabilitate their image, improve their ESG rating, and increase investor and consumer confidence, then changes need to be made. Another very concerning feature is the amount of data Amazon retains and acknowledges their retainment of, but also acknowledges that they don't use part of it. This data harvesting with no intention is very concerning for not only the privacy of workers, but also the legal integrity of Amazon's practices. Moving on to the legal issues along with these ethical issues, they will not only affect Amazon negatively, but their employees as well. As Amazon faces more investigations, as Amazon faces more reviews by labor conduct boards, the health of workers will not only be at risk, but the turnover rate may increase as a result as well. If this is to be done, workers may be fired at an even higher rate. Amazon will continue to be in the lowest echelon of attracting new employees, and overall, the health of the company and the employees at large will continue to deteriorate. Katie will finish us with some closing remarks.
Thank you, Jefferson. In conclusion, Amazon is heavily reliant on the hard work of these warehouse workers and cannot possibly offer all the services it does without them. It is Amazon's ethical and legal responsibility to ensure that these workers are able to work in a humane work environment without compromising on their mental and physical health. Hard Momentum is certain that if these ethical problems are not addressed, Amazon will continue to face increased allegations from all sides, and in the long run, witness losses due to decreased worker confidence and corporations, lower productivity rates, and high legal fees. However, promptly resolving these urgent matters will not only eliminate these negative outcomes, but also reposition Amazon as a global innovator in ethical management. Thank you.